I'm pretty sure you know how to count in Spanish, though.
Nope. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
I'm the one that's trilingual.
That's cultural appropriation, dog.
11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 27.
You're so fucking dumb.
Wait, what's 7? 1, 2, 3, 4. Is it 26, 27, 28?
Are you speaking Spanish or Italian now, bro?
You might be speaking Deutsch.
28, 29.
I have to sit
What the fuck is 20?
20.
20?
20.
It's 20?
20.
I would like a 20 frappuccino.
We're down a man today, in case you can't tell, because Tyler's trying to count in fucking Spanish. Oh, Josh.
Should I look up a different language and see if I can count to that? This way we can start every podcast. Count in
Bet you can't count to 20 in Tagalog.
Tagalog?
Tagalog, yeah.
I'm going to let you start with penis fish while he does this.
Go look it up.
God damn it.
My knuckle's sticky.
My knuckle's sticky. Sounded like you were saying a Filipino word there. Holy shit.
Alright. Today on the agenda, we are talking about, I think, China is turning on its artificial sun, which Tyler can explain how nuclear fission works, but he can't read properly. Josh is going to talk about the mass invasion of the penis fish. No. I'm good. I'm good on that note. And then I am going to end... Wait, did I say Tyler was going first?
Yeah, I'm going first.
No, I feel like just then I said Tyler's going first. Josh is going first with the penis fish. Tyler's going to jump in with the star in China, the sun in China. And then I'm going to finish on the future of our military with super soldiers.
You should put a picture of this.
How do you spell Tagalog, Josh?
Tagalog.
I don't know, Tyler. How do you spell awfully?
Shut up.
OFLYTTT TAGALOG.
Tilog?
Tagalog. It's spelled like Tagalog.
Oh. Tagalog. Dude. Walla, Ise, Dawala. Oh, no, it's Dalawa? I'm going to click this. I'm going to try to pronounce these without even reading it once before. I cannot pronounce 3.
Yeah, I wouldn't think so.
I can't even pronounce them.
Tatalo? Apat, Lima. Is that Lima? And Nim?
You have to say, like...
Pito?
It's a hard language. You gotta say it pretty hard.
Walla?
What up? Yeah, like that.
No, Josh, no.
Ise!
9 is...
How the fuck do you say that?
Siam.
Siam.
Siam!
Sampu.
Sampu! It's a hard language, but you gotta say like a gangster, bro.
Okay, go on with the penis fish.
Nice. So I found an article at 5 o'clock in the morning last night before I went to sleep entitled "Thousands of Quotation Penis Fish Wash onto California Beach."
Awesome.
I don't know why you're staying up that late, but you shouldn't do that to yourself.
We were all up that day, you fuck.
I wasn't up that late.
You were up with me.
What are you talking about?
Christian's mom, you need to really check his sleep schedule because it is fucking terrible. Pardon my language. The first sentence really got me at 5 o'clock in the morning because I was scrolling through. I was like, penis fish. Don't mind if I just, let the old mind wander here. Just let's see what's over here.
Fuck, can I save that article or just go back? I have to go back and
The first sentence goes, it's a bird, it's a plane. It's a penis fish?
Penis fish?
And at 5 o'clock in the morning, words like penis fish are very funny.
That's just going to slap. It's going to hit harder.
Yeah, so I was laughing in my bed and almost fell out. Thousands of pulsing penis fish have washed ashore on a California...
Did you just say pulsing?
Yeah, that's what it says. On a California beach. There's photos and videos. It's pretty interesting.
Do they look like
very
actual
phallic-looking worms.
Look like cocks. Yeah.
Yeah. They are called fat innkeeper worms or Eurychus capu. Capu.
You got to say it with the intensity you were saying those
names.
There you go.
They believe that they washed on the shore as a result of a recent storm in the Drake's Beach area. These fat innkeeper worms tend to be like 10-inch fat, like phallic-shaped fish.
So they're bigger than normal dicks.
I wish I had a fat
Penis
Innkeeper worm
fish.
in my pants. Honestly.
I wish I had a penis fish.
Yeah, honestly. They typically live underwater and they burrow in mud and sand, but the storm most likely carried them ashore. It's
How big did
the
you say they
creature?
were?
It's about 10 inches.
Jesus.
They can live up to 25 years and they feed and swim using a spatula-sleep proboscis. They eat bacteria, plankton, and other small particles, and it collects this into making. They collect these small particles using a sticky mucus net.
Do you think those fish are girthy?
They're pretty girthy, I'd say so.
No comment. No comment.
What do you think the girth of these penis fish are?
The creatures date back almost 300
I don't know.
million
Let's compare them to
years.
the girth of your penis fish.
Get this part too. They can also be eaten.
Ew.
Could you imagine eating a phallic-shaped
Actually,
fish worm?
have you ever seen those videos? And I don't know who the fuck it is, but it's like this small Asian girl, and she eats the weirdest shit.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Like she does like the ASMR eating, and she just like, I'm pretty sure one time I watched her literally sit there and she like rubbed
it was
that
a gooey duck.
Yeah, she rubbed something similar to that, and shit shot out the top, and it hit her in the face. She goes, "Oh!"
Yeah,
I was like,
it
"That
was-
fish just jizzed on you."
Yeah, it was a gooey duck.
So-
did it have a shell on the
let me
bottom?
just-
Did it look
Yeah.
like a clam with a cock? Yes,
Yeah.
it's a gooey
Let me
duck.
just get nice. Close.
Nice up and close for the
I don't know if
people.
it's gonna.
Dude, we're gonna get demonetized.
There's your.
It's a
no,
penis fish.
It's a penis fish.
You might have to blur that on YouTube. We're gonna get a.
It's for science.
we're gonna
Can
get
I
a strike.
scientifically show this GIF?
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't see why not.
This is the sticky mucus nest.
Sticky mucus nest.
Pretty gross. Here goes the penis fish. Oh, fucking A. Let me get personal again. There's the sticky mucus nest coming out.
Is it coming?
It
It's
looks
a,
like jizz.
it's a net, bro. Chill out. Okay.
It's a net, bro. Chill out. What were
Some of the memes that have followed have made me pretty funny. This one comes from an anime. It says, "I will now proceed to pleasure myself with this fish." Because they are phallic-shaped fish, but, you know.
Josh, sit down. Stop talking about fucking
That one was pretty funny to me.
I will now pleasure myself with this fish.
Was it the penis fish? Yes.
Yes.
Let's see. Where's the other one?
Did they? I would
You
assume.
could see the penis fish in the Atlantis or the King Triton's castle in the original VHS cover of The Little Mermaid. There's the head, shaft, scrotum, and listening.
Glistening.
That's what it titles it.
Did they give a reason as to why these penis fish washed up the way they did?
There was a recent storm in the area. They tend to burrow underwater in some sand, so it probably just got washed up. But it was... I imagine waking up in the morning on your beach house and looking out and seeing a bunch of phallic-shaped things on the beach is not very
hundreds
pleasing.
of thousands of penis fish.
Yeah, you're probably like, wow, did a dildo truck like fall over into the ocean or something?
I was
Nope,
like-
just some fish that are shaped like penises.
Technically, they're not fish; they're worms.
I was like, the day it happened. I think I
Call them
remember.
penis fish, whatever.
I think I remember
already said it
reading
was
the
a worm.
first part of this article. There was actually like I don't know if like they live over there or if they were just on the beach that morning, but a certain scientist from like a research group that studies more of the aquatic shit, they were the ones who actually spotted the fish over there, and they went over there and they did some investigating. I couldn't imagine you're walking down to the beach and there's no sand, it's just all penis fish.
God, honey, aren't you glad we decided to take our honeymoon here in California?
Penis fish.
Oh my God, what is that?
Dude, what if his wife looked at him and be like, maybe these will satisfy me tonight?
We just got married.
Exactly.
No,
But no, I would not recommend playing around with these penis fish, just because, I don't know, they're worms.
I would assume they're pretty much harmless. It's just one of those that A, they look like a dick. B, they named them the penis fish, so it's funny. And C, they just completely got misplaced as something that's just like, well, it's fine. It'll fix itself. Whatever.
No, it won't, Christian, because of global warming.
True. You right.
So
You
we're
right.
dying, right?
So what?
We're dying now.
Everyone's dying.
Awesome.
Mm-hmm. Don't you start
The
dying?
penis fish are going to start expanding and taking over our world. You've heard it here first on Views Beyond the News.
It takes up to 5 penis fish to devour one person. Be on the lookout for penis fish.
That's only 50 inches if you...
I'm getting a new message. It turns out that they have learned to fly our airplanes and drive our cars.
It's a flying penis fish.
Please stay indoors. They do not know how to activate any human doors yet.
I actually really want to see...
Doors are their nemesis.
I want to
The one thing they cannot defeat are doors, so
Unless
please stay
they're
inside.
automatic.
I want to see like a Sharknado movie with
penis fish.
Penis fish.
I hope I just landed the newscaster role because that was pretty impressive.
It's one of those like...
Penis NATO?
I can't call it penis NATO.
That sounds like some other movie I
Cocknado.
watched.
Cocknado?
I don't know what they call it. You can't call it penis NATO or cock NATO.
Why not cock? That sounds like a really, really bad porno. Like you
Yeah,
find
it is.
like you go to the front of the store with no name and it has like penis NATO on it. They're like, what's in the back? And then you're like, cock NATO 5, and they're like, I want that. Like it sounds like it's in the back.
Yeah,
Along with like Backdoor Sluts 9 and like Anal Party 3.
I don't want to talk about porn anymore. Oh, penis fish.
I brought a great topic. You're welcome.
You did. You brought a chuckle-worthy
Cocknado.
content.
I also saw a story that was like top 100 memes of the 2010s.
Yeah.
And I was going to go through all of them, but it was 5 o'clock in the morning, and I got to like number 93, and I was like...
fucking them out.
So yeah, that was bad. That was going to be my other one, but...
We all should bring our favorite meme of the decade, and we'll duke it out for who wins.
Dude, yes.
Mine's the girl where she's like, yeah. That one's my favorite. Because you
Which
can
one?
apply it to anything.
Which one?
It's like the girl, she's like... It's like... I don't know how to explain it, but she does like the face where she's like, has her hand out, she's like... Ugh.
Oh, kind of like the...
Yeah. That one's my favorite.
Yeah, gotcha.
Which one's your favorite?
My favorite was planking.
I hate you.
That's my favorite meme of all time.
My favorite meme, it would be a toss-up between...
Dabbing.
No, go sit in the corner.
It was worth it.
Go sit in the corner.
I'll catch y'all in a bit. Don't want me back. Don't worry.
I would say a toss-up between my two favorite memes would either be the SpongeBob one, where he's got the disgusted look on his face, and it's captioned, "Ugh, who put you on this planet?" And it's from the episode where like he's dancing down the street, and Squidward keeps telling him he's got shitty dance moves, and SpongeBob eventually dances, and he turns over to Squidward and he goes, "Ugh, who put you on this planet?" It would either be that one, or it would have to be one of the Tom and Jerry memes. Immortal Tom. I love Tom. Tom's my guy. You can come back now. No, you're gonna keep dabbing. You can stay in the corner.
I think...
What about planking? Can I plank somewhere?
No.
If you plank right down the middle
plank on the
of
desk
table.
right now.
No, dude, this table is a good fucking... Like, look how wobbly this bitch is.
It looks sturdy, just like Josh's knees.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, no, I'm not planking on the table. I'll pass.
You
You compare anything to my niece? Yeah, we're not fucking
What
around
the
with
fuck
that.
would be my favorite one? There's one of them that I never get tired of, and I can't think of it right now.
Well, clearly
Let me
you
just
got
pull up
tired
the
of it.
article. Ow.
I fucking loved it because everyone else hated it, and I loved it. That's why I loved it. It's a recent one.
I hope it's not Baby Yoda.
No, it's not Baby Yoda.
Yeah.
I do
Oh,
love-
also number 100, yodeling Walmart kid.
The yodeling Walmart kid was a good meme.
that was a
it was
good.
a
That was an
really good
okay
meme.
one.
98, Visco girls.
Ew.
Gross.
Duck Army, y'all remember that one?
Is that the?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it is.
I remember I like listened to that like every day. 'Cause I was like, yeah,
Oh,
that's,
dude, no, my favorite. It's not a meme. It's a video. It's like if you're happy to motherfucking know my hands.
Not a meme, though.
I know. Damn it. What the
There it is, planking. That's when I fell asleep after I read that one.
I hate you.
I'm going to move on to Super Soldier.
Bros icing bros.
I don't want to.
Bone app the teeth. Because like bone app with like bone app the teeth, that's really hard to spell, so people just do stupid shit
That's
with
kind
it.
of funny.
I took that on like I remember when I first started doing that with like graduation posts and like you know everyone says congratulations, like we would start messing up that word.
Yeah.
We'd be like congratulation, congregation, stuff like that. Kim Kardashian breaks the internet. Remember that one?
I do remember that one.
That was a hell of a week for some reason.
I sent the news to our coach.
No, there's Alex from Target. Bay as fuck. I mean,
Bay as fuck. All right. Moving on from memes. Actually, what's the time we're looking at here? 15? That's fine.
I think you like this one, too. Sad Keanu.
Sad Keanu.
Wait, I've never seen Sad Keanu. What the fuck?
He just looks, sitting on a bench.
I forgot. They, did an interview with him, and he explained, the day that picture was taken, what he was doing, and I don't remember what it
Wait,
was.
what? What do you mean?
So they took this picture of Keanu sitting on a bench where he looks sad, and they just put him different places.
Yeah. Oh, my God.
Like in this one, he's sitting on the bench next to Forrest Gump.
All right.
Jenny! Ice Bucket Challenge, remember that?
Oh, no!
Yeah, because I think most of us did the Ice Bucket Challenge. I'm the Wicked Wiener. I love that video so much.
That's a great one.
So,
hi, I'm the Wicked Wiener.
It's been talked about for a while now, and we all know it'll come eventually as technology gets better. But the future of our army and the way we fuse people and machines together. Make super soldiers, terminators, cyborgs, whatever you want to call them. So, I've read this article twice, and I still feel the need to come back and probably just straight read from it, because there's a lot of words here. But a new report from the U.S. Army Combat Capabilities Development Command Chemical Biological Center.
Awesome. I'm glad you're reading this and not me.
A scientific research division of the Army, which focuses on biological and chemical weapons, detailed what the field of cybernetics might look like in 2050. The report, titled Cyborg Soldiers 205, Human-Machine Fusion and the Implications for the Future of DoD, reads like the framework for a dystopian novel set in the future where injured soldiers are cybernetically enhanced but come home to an America terrified of cyborgs. Quote, the primary objective of this effort was to determine the potential of machines that are physically integrated within the human body to augment and enhance the performance of human beings over the next 30 years. The study identified poor public perception as being a barrier to the mass adoption of cybernetics. Terminator 2, Judgment Day, poisoned us all against killer robots, much like the military's... I'm not going to pronounce that word. Quote, across popular social and open source media, literature, and film, the use of machines to enhance the physical condition of the human species has received a distorted and dystopian narrative in the name of entertainment. Defense leadership should understand that negative public and social perceptions will need to be overcome if these technologies were to be fielded. I see where they're coming from in these first two opening quotes, in a sense that it's kind of been dramatized and horrified in movies that machine takes over man. But at the same time, we're kind of getting to a point, future-wise, where we may not have much of a choice. I mean...
I don't know. If I had to choose... Okay, I know this is a little bit off from what you're talking about, but if you had to choose between, growing old and dying, or, staying alive forever by replacing your body parts with robotic parts, which one would you do? I think I'd rather die. I don't think I want to stay alive forever and have robotic parts.
Depends on how good the robotic parts are.
I think it would
if the robotic parts were good enough to keep you alive forever is what I'm saying.
I think if society was in a decent enough place, I would attempt it, yeah.
I think I'd rather just die.
Would I be able to feel my wiener?
No, eventually you decay. You have to become all robot.
You would become...
You still have a mental, but you become all robot at that point.
Yeah, your bodily functions would be done with,
wiener.
Well, probably, I guess.
What would you use it for?
You would probably...
Fuck robotic bitches.
You literally have no stimulation. You're a robot. That makes no sense.
Fuck robotic
if you are
bitches,
literally if you're literally 200 years old, there is no need for...
You can't even taste them in all their glory.
Christian, no! I'm
That's
dying
an
now.
awfully hot coffee pot.
I'm dying. Kill me now.
Go ahead.
Put me
Say
in...
200 years old.
Awfully hot.
Put me
if
in
you
a
were
fucking
200
wood
years
chipper.
old, do you really think you're going to have sexual drive anymore?
Yes.
And you're completely robotic?
Yep.
And you have no nerves to feel anything?
Who said... What if it was like altered carbon where they'd grow you a new sleeve and they could just put your consciousness inside of a new person?
I'd still rather...
That would still only pander to the wealthy, though. I mean...
I feel
the
like...
wealthy stay wealthy.
Yeah, I mean, that only panders to the wealthy. They get to pick and choose who their next copy is going to be. People like me and Josh. Josh is going to end up in...
What do you mean you and Josh? Me too. I can't afford a new
You're
fucking
more
Ferrari.
on the wealthy side than we are.
We're not.
No, I'm not sitting here saying you're filthy rich, but compared to me and Josh, you are wealthier than we are.
I'd probably
Family-wise, you are.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
So in the long run, you would probably have better options at a different sleeve than me and Josh would. I would end up as some fat little girl selling Girl Scout cookies somewhere. I wouldn't get the luxury of being what I wanted to be, so, you know.
Yeah, I'd rather die.
At that point, dying would be the better choice. But basically, where this gets into...
That thought just popped in my head when I heard that. So I was like, what if you...
have you guys seen Altered Carbon?
I've seen the first 10 episodes.
It's so good. You can finish it.
I got bored. Honestly, the main character, I don't like him because he's a bitch in everything else he's in. So
he's not a bitch in this. He's badass in this.
Yeah, but he kind of ruined the taste I had for him after watching Suicide Squad, and then...
He didn't ruin Suicide Squad for me.
His character's a bitch. I hate his character. Flag is such a pussy. I hate him so much. I hate him. And then there's another movie he's in that's about these aliens that come to Earth, but you can't see them, except they're like these little balls of light or some shit. And they literally just shock people. I don't want to read that. Oh my god.
It's the future liberals want.
Oh my god, no. Ew. Go show that to the camera. No, I just want them to see that picture.
The future liberals want. It's Shrek.
Pregnant SpongeBob and a Shadow the Hedgehog.
And they're on one
so
big
gross.
family.
No, and whatever alien
this
movie
was number
he was
37 on the top 100.
Oh my
god. I don't remember that.
I've never seen that before.
You remember that one?
I've never seen that, ever.
I remember I saw this one, like, I don't even remember when it came out.
Oh.
It was from, like, the 4chan days.
But they, whatever movie he's in, he just plays such a bitch, and then he tries to go out on a high note. He dies in an even bitchier way. I just don't like him. His character, the choices he chooses in the roles he gets, bad.
Altered Carbon was a good one.
Altered Carbon itself is a good show, but it doesn't make me like him.
You get to see the fucking hot chick naked, though. He fucks her. It's great.
Yeah, but I don't like him as a person.
She's so hot. She's even Hispanic, dog. Like,
but I don't like him.
It doesn't matter.
It does matter because he's the main fucking character, and I don't like him.
This should make you like him, though.
No, it doesn't.
It should.
So, what this is going to cover, this soldier thing, I think they're talking about replacing 5 different parts. And the way this would work, it's not one of those that you can just sign up and be like, hey, give me those robot parts. It's one of those, you have to have an injury in that area.
Can they give me a new leg?
For them to basically give you this so you can go back out into the field. Like, this isn't something that you just go to the military, you're like, I want robot parts. No, if you walk into the military and you pass all your tests with flying colors, you don't need robot parts. You get your fucking eyes blown out, then yeah, you're probably going to want to see like a Predator. Like, you're going to want something to fucking help you with that shit. But...
Can you give me and Josh new legs?
Probably. I don't think you guys would qualify at this point, but yeah. Ocular enhancement would be an attractive medical option in situations where the eye tissue has been damaged or destroyed by injury or disease. The researcher said it is deemed unlikely that individuals would willingly undergo removal of healthy tissue in an area considered to be sensitive. However, the central and critical role that vision plays in society would likely motivate warfighters who have lost part or all of their vision to voluntarily undergo surgery that would restore or even improve their ability to see. And they're basically talking like Predator style technology where you can see further away, you can read body temperatures just from your eye.
That'd be pretty sick.
Going on from there, we have muscles controlled with light. The trend of fixing fallen soldiers with cybernetics continues with the optogenetic musculoskeletal control systems. The most likely use would be in the restoration of lost function due to injury of muscles or nerves. Musculoskeletal injuries are the second leading cause of lost duty time in the U.S. Armed Forces. Basically, to enhance muscles, the Pentagon would enhance weak tissue with networks of emplaced Josh, how you pronounce it?
Subcutaneous. I learned that word in school.
I bet you did, Phil.
Yeah, musculoskeletal tissue. I learned all about that stuff.
I'm not even going to pretend to pronounce it again.
Subcutaneous.
There you go. Sensors that deliver optogenic stimulation through programmed light pulses. Basically, the optogenic controller would, in effect, take control of the motions of warfighters' limbs, thereby allowing a novice warfighter to perform functions professionally. This is something more along the lines of if Ryan's dumbass was like, I'm going to go sign up for the military, but I've got no training, they can try to help you function better because they can kind of help
control you.
Yeah. The human body...
It'd be like playing COD.
Kind of, yeah. The human body would have an array of small optical sensors implanted beneath the skin in the body areas that need to be controlled. These sensors could be manifested as thin optical threads that are placed at regular intervals over critical muscle and nerve bundles and are linked to a central control area designed to stimulate each node only when the muscles below it are needed. I just saw you staring at me.
It's cool and all.
the optogenic controller would, in effect, take control of the motions, blah, 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 blah.
So COD.
COD, basically. The next part they would be working on is the ears. You can hear a pin drop. Cybernetic ears will both enhance the perception and allow soldiers to access new abilities, according to the Pentagon. The study imagines that future advances won't just improve people's hearing, but also for the conversion and transmission of these signals to others across distances. They're talking about actually implanting like microchips and shit in your ear that not only help you hear, but someone can radio into you, and it's in your ear. Like,
dude, I troll so hard.
I would troll so hard on that shit.
Every time
too.
Tyler has it, I'm like, Tyler.
What?
So basically the way I'm not even gonna have to read what this is. Basically what they're looking at is there's a way they can insert like certain like small chips, electrodes, whatever they want to call them, into your ear. Not only would it help you hear, but it's one of those that people can just radio in, and that will pick up the frequency. Yeah. And me and Josh both, we'd so fuck with Tyler.
Dude, fuck y'all.
Tyler.
Behind you.
Fuck y'all.
Get out.
Yeah. Under the bed.
Fuck
Scratchy
y'all.
noises all the time.
That's fucked up. That's really fucked up. Hearing loss is a major problem in the military, and for this reason, the researchers believe selling soldiers on enhanced hearing will be easier than eyes or muscle. However, the researchers feel that upgrading ears will be more invasive and less reversible than other technologies, and so they recommend that the Pentagon pursues less invasive approaches. Quote, electrodes that directly interface with neural pathways could be implemented with a minor surgical procedure and potentially could be removed with minimal adverse effects. Now, this is where this gets interesting. The crown jewel of cybernetic enhancement is direct interface between the human brain and machine.
Go fuck yourself.
The Defense Advanced Research Project Agency has been working on the technology for years. It has already successfully tested prosthetic memory chips. Even Elon Musk is working on neural implants with the goal of achieving symbiosis with artificial intelligence, which we knew that, and we support Elon Musk. The Pentagon study suggests a future where humans with neural implants are jacked into a matrix that allows them to control machines, have machines control them, and control each other.
Why would we like a machine to control us?
Well, because if you can basically input a bunch of code
soldier
that tells a computer exactly how you should be moving, and the computer can control a Novus person. There's also the fear of the AI taking over, but the more we get into technology, the more I actually don't believe that's going to be an issue.
Is it weird the whole time? I'm not thinking about like combat applications for this. I'm thinking of someone who's really lazy and like, let's say, okay, y'all are gonna fucking hate me for this because like, imagine, you know the thing where you said you can make your muscle move when you don't want to, like if it didn't want to, like if someone who's really lazy and doesn't want to go to the gym, just puts that in him and just inputs a computer code and just sits there and his muscles do the shit.
I think it would be way more complicated than that.
Well, yeah, but like that's what I thought of, like just someone being super lazy, and then the thing about you control someone's mind. What if someone's really bad at fucking? You just made him good at fucking. It's like Toad, be like,
well, that's also
and good at sex now. Just
well, okay, now here's the problem with this. So we're the last part of this was infusing it with the brain, and AI and man become one. The problem here is the people who eventually get out of the military because, they're done serving. Do you take those upgrades back? Or do you let them become integrated in society being half man, half machine?
I don't think you can ever reintegrate into society.
Exactly. So it's one of those that they don't necessarily know how this would work in the long run.
Put them down.
Job done. Time to self-destruct.
I'm just kidding. Don't put them down. That's mean.
Because the ear thing they're saying would be the safest surgery they could do. Just easily get something in there and it works. It feeds off transmissions. But things like your eyes, are you going to tell me that a soldier who came in with both his eyes destroyed, you gave him vision for war, but now that he's not serving anymore, you're going to take those eyes back? That's fucked up. That's really fucked up.
Time to go back.
Now, I could understand how,
time to go back to Mother Russia.
I could understand something, and I say simple, something as simple as seeing, you could probably leave him with his eyes, but someone who has, the actual, light things that control their muscles, you should probably take those back. You don't need people in society having those.
Why not?
Or you could just leave them in there and
never
deactivate the code or whatever, so they stops taking over his body.
Make them
but then again, someone can always just hack the
hack
system.
the person.
Yeah. So this is the future of our military, which we've been heading in this route for a long time, the fusion of man and machine. But where is it orthodox? Like, where does it stop being orthodox? And then when do you just become a dick because you can't just have normal people who served with robot parts walking around town?
I mean, I think it's a cool idea to have it, but it's never going to be necessary until someone else has it, too.
Yeah, it's a step in the right direction of the future, but it's one of those. It's not a necessity. Everybody's fighting on the same level right now. Boots on ground combat. Like, it's not.
Yeah,
like,
it's mostly just I have a nuke, and the other guy's like, "Oh, I have a nuke too." And it's like, "Oh, I bet you won't throw it." He's like, I will.
Isn't North Korea supposed to bomb us on Christmas?
They're threatening. They're threatening to send a gift our way if we don't reach a new agreement for the summit.
Well, you know, Trump got impeached, so.
But him and Kim Jong-un are friends. They're best buds.
I'd like to see them try to send something our way without it getting blown up before it gets near us.
Or us giving it, or just giving it right back.
Let me just send it back your way, bitch.
Imagine Trump's just sitting there like, Putin, I need you to close your eyes for a minute. What? Just close your eyes, bro. Just close them. I gotta launch this real quick.
Donald, what did you do to North Korea?
I had to do what had to be done.
When did he become Russian?
When I made him Russian.
Yeah,
You commie bastard.
Also, with the problem of integrating back into society, quote, if an enhanced warfighter is caught and captured, does he have the same protections under the Geneva Convention? And will his enhanced status alter the treatment he is likely to receive? So, like, under the Geneva Convention...
AOW?
Well, like, under the Geneva Convention, there's certain things like we can't use flamethrowers. I'm pretty sure waterboarding is officially illegal. All sorts of torture are technically illegal.
Wait,
you
really?
can't... Yeah.
I'm pretty sure the FBI still waterboards.
I'm pretty sure they do too. I'm pretty sure everybody still waterboards, but there's
It's
techniques.
illegal. You're like, I'm pretty sure everybody still waterboards.
I'm pretty sure they all do it. But there's certain forms of certain things that are deemed, no human should have to go through.
That's like saying no more cocaine. I'm like, I'm pretty sure everyone still does cocaine, bro.
Yeah. So in this instance, would you still treat them as a person, or because they're part machine, at that point they don't abide by the same rules of the Geneva Convention, does that person get dissected for his parts?
Treat them like shit. I'm just kidding.
It's our soldiers, dog.
I'm just kidding!
That's fucked up.
It was a joke.
I don't know. There's still... They also have a bunch of basic questions of national security. Can cyborgs be hacked? What kind of encryption should be used? Will it ever be enough? Should a soldier returning home surrender their enhancements? Is it ethical to remove an enhanced muscle that allows a wounded soldier to walk? What will the short and long-term health effects of these technologies be? Should military courts be integrated with cyborg soldiers, or do they need their own units? Like, what's the right step here? But I saw that. That's so stupid.
Dude, these are my favorite memes. Are the ones with the fucking... Have you seen the one where someone's driving by with he's on a motorcycle and he drives by and just sticks a dildo into a dude's face mask while he's driving his motorcycle?
But that's what I wanted to talk about last week, and I don't. It's interesting.
I mean, it's
just
cool
interesting
if we end up going towards that direction, but there's still a lot of things that need to be answered and a lot of ethics that need to be discussed. And I just don't know if it's super necessary.
I would say right now it's not. I don't know if at any point in time it would be necessary, especially if you get to the point where you're creating your own kind of robots. You just send the robots to do war. Man don't got to do it no more.
I mean, in my opinion, there aren't really a point to war anymore. It's literally who drops a nuke first. Like who?
Yeah, because once one goes off, they all go off.
Yeah.
So
it's a domino effect.
Anyway, I thought it was cool. Tyler?
We're all going to die soon. It's fine.
Yeah, it's all fine.
China.
Fucking knew it.
That's an awfully hot coffee pot.
That's an awfully hot coffee pot.
So, it was like probably 5 or 6 podcasts ago I talked about China wanting to have their own artificial sun. Well, now, they said it wasn't supposed to be started, I think, in like 2 or 3 years. Well, they're ready to turn it on now.
Hold on, I just imagine the entire time you're talking, Josh just gets closer to the mic. China.
Leave your homeland out of this, Josh. So
that's racist. He's Filipino, by the way. That's racist.
Fine, he's the Mexican of the
racist.
He's the Mexican of the Asians.
For your punishment, I take your new monitor. It's mine now.
This is my monitor.
No.
He goes, no, I don't want you to have it.
Why not?
I want to keep it. I just bought it. I need it.
I spent my paycheck on it. It's mine.
This is what you get for being racist.
This is what you get for being racist. I'm gonna have to agree with that. I'm gonna punch you right in the dick.
No, dude, you have my hand.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna punch you right in the dick.
Fuck. Dude, you're pressing up against the back of the chair. That hurt.
Punch you in the dick.
Well, punch me in the cock. So, well, they're ready to turn it on now, which is surprising, but it's a nuclear reactor shaped like a donut. Should I say the joke just to like make Josh so it's in the shape of a donut, but instead of filling it with dough, it's filled with what is it? Helium, hydrogen. Sorry.
That's supposed to be funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's a really bad pun that was in the article.
Is it supposed to be funny? Yeah.
That's the joke that you wanted to tell me.
It's in the article. You fuck. It literally says, but instead of filled with dough, it's.
Oh God, I hate nerds.
I fucking love science! Yay!
Science is so cool.
That's the name of this website. I fucking love science. You fucks. So
I used to follow them when I was on Facebook a lot.
So it holds the promise of unlimited energy.
I barely know her.
But if you don't know how this nuclear reactor works, what?
No, keep going.
So it's a vacuum chamber and it's pumped with helium, and when electrical current is sent through it, it heats it up and it strips away the electrons and turns the nuclei inside the helium into hydrogen. and that change gives off a fuck ton of energy, and the walls are gonna contain it. And that's how nuclear fusion works. Basically, it's literally changing one element into another, which is something you're not supposed to be able to do when it comes to nuclear fusion. You can do it.
It's one of the secrets of the universe, Josh. You look so confused right now.
I fucking hate nerds.
And so this nuclear reactor is supposed to get as hot as 360 million degrees Fahrenheit, which is hotter than the core of our sun. And it's going to be, but the heat's going to be contained by a magnetic current.
That's an awfully hot coffee pot.
That will literally be an awfully hot coffee pot. It will. Held in by a magnetic field.
Magnetic fields, yes.
Like the magnets on my fridge?
Yes, no, it's turning hydrogen into helium. Sorry, not helium
Not
into
the other
hydrogen.
way
Yeah,
around. That's why I was kind of like...
It's hydrogen into helium, sorry.
It's like, that doesn't make sense in my brain. None of it makes sense in my brain, honestly. I'm not very good.
And the application for this is basically to make a infinite sustainable power source.
Yes, infinite energy. If we can properly do this, infinite energy. Forever.
So theoretically, you could take this and put it on another planet that's not dying, and we can live on it forever.
Yeah.
Theoretically.
Fuck yeah, China!
China! I know Trump has not been good to y'all, but China!
Yeah, he was impeached. He's the third president to ever be impeached. But it doesn't mean leaving office, which is really fucking funny, because on Twitter, when it happened, there was
everyone's like, haha, he's out of the fucking office.
And I was like,
you guys are fucking idiots!
Impeachment doesn't mean getting kicked out of the office. It has to
Learn
go to
your
trial.
Facts, millennials.
Hey.
And also, two of the charges he was brought up
count
on...
as one?
Dude,
it's crazy, right?
Two of the charges he was brought up on aren't real charges. Like, abuse of power is not against the law. That's not a law. At all. They made it up. That is not a law.
I mean, we talked about this at the game.
It's not a law.
It doesn't matter if it's not a law, though. You withheld an agreement for military aid for your own personal gain. You deserve to be punished in a way.
He didn't break the law, though.
That's still fucked up. You deserve to be punished for what.
Just because you do something fucked up doesn't mean it's breaking the law.
Technically, I don't think he had the right to do it.
But technically, he didn't break the law, so he's being brought up on charges which aren't actual charges. Charge him with something for real, not abuse of power.
I'm actually pretty positive that withholding military aid for a personal reason, that
I'm saying
should be
abuse
a charge.
of power. Is that underneath abuse of power? Is that because that's not a charge? You cannot charge me with a crime of abuse of power.
See, I don't know enough about impeachment and politics to tell you what could be.
See, I wanted to ask people in my family about it because they would know a lot about it, but I didn't get to talk to them this week. Been busy.
I mean, either way, I think we knew in the long run he wasn't going to actually be kicked out of office because his term's almost up. Like,
yeah, he'll finish the term.
He'll finish the term.
And it's funny because you know what vice president is, right?
Yeah.
Everyone's like, ooh, impeachment. But if he actually was kicked out of office, the vice president would step in.
Mike Pence.
Our Lord and Savior.
No. Wrong choice of words.
Sorry, I didn't hear you. Probably I have my headphones in.
What did Mike Pence do that's so bad? Is he crazy?
He's just on the same lines of Trump. He just says shit he shouldn't say sometimes.
Awesome.
That I think he's always had a beef with the LGBT community. He's never been friendly with them. So that's a big no-no right now. It's almost 2020. That's a big no-no.
Not a lot of people are friendly with him anyway.
Do you guys see? And I think at this point I'm basically rambling because we're at the 40-minute mark. Nick Cannon dropped a third diss track against Eminem.
Man, he
hasn't responded. What's going to happen?
Eminem's not gonna respond. Eminem is better than that. He knows that Nick Cannon ain't gonna do shit.
I think he'll respond.
I don't know. He doesn't. He's literally winning by not
literally
responding.
The only way Eminem loses at this point is to cave to the pressure and respond. That's the only way you lose. No, and here's why he shouldn't
respond for the clout.
Let's look at the facts real quick.
You are why didn't you talk about this?
Let's look at the facts because I am so well informed on this it hurts because Eminem's my guy. Now,
no, she just marry him.
It all stemmed because Eminem brought Nick Cannon and Mariah Carey up on Fat Joe's new album on a song called Lord Above. Eminem opens up about Nick Cannon getting his balls cut off because Mariah Carey's a bitch. And that he dropped that, so Nick Cannon responded with The Invitation, which on YouTube, it was posted a week ago with 9.2 million views. Now, would anybody care to take a guess on the ratio of likes to dislikes on this video?
Take a guess?
Take a guess. How many likes?
I was going to guess a percentage.
Oh, I can't do this math. How the fuck would I know that?
I'm going to go with... How many views again?
9.3 million views. How many likes?
I'm going to go with like 100... No, 200 and like... No, I'm going to go with 127k likes and then like 900,000 dislikes.
Tyler?
Is he close?
He way overshot the dislikes, but he's close on likes. Not like super close, but he's ballparking it. Yeah, by thousands. You know?
I'm gonna say 122,000 likes and 652,000.
Really specific.
722.
He thought really hard about the number 652
dislikes.
It has 9.3 million views. It's got 80,000 thumbs up. 80,000.
Oh shit! We all fucked.
I thought more people would like.
And it's got 432,000
I was closer
dislikes.
to 500.
Yeah, you were close to 500. That's just the first video. Then the man has the audacity. Where's the second song at? He might have gotten rid of the second song. I don't see the second song on here because it was The Invitation and then it was Pray For Him. And now we got The Invitation is canceled. This was uploaded. I just want to go through here. This was uploaded yesterday. It's got 1.4 million views. What's the likes on that? It's going to be considerably lower. Considerably lower than
20,000.
10,000.
18,000 likes.
Yes.
And what's the dislikes right now?
How many?
It's considerably lower than the first one.
How many views?
200.
1.4 million.
200,000. 22.
I'll give you a hint. It's lower than that.
Damn it.
So I figured 100. I'm just gonna go with 100,000 dislikes.
Close. 122,000 dislikes. The man is not being supported by the community. Every comment under the video is they're basically making fun of Nick Cannon and calling him Stan. Because in the song, Stan is like, "Yo, Slim, I wrote you 3 times, but you still ain't calling." This is the third diss track, and Eminem has not responded yet. Not to mention, Eminem called out you and your ex-wife, and you decided to get 3 of your buddies from Wild 'N Out to come support you in some bullshit tracks, and then you get Suge Knight from prison to back you up. Congratulations, you didn't win shit. Whatever. It's complete and utter total fucking nonsense. But I applaud Nick Cannon for doing it.
Trying to stay relevant.
Yeah, trying to stay relevant.
Please watch his TV show. He's really struggling.
They literally, in their song, tell Eminem he's 47 and he's chasing clout. Every record Eminem has dropped this decade, from Not Afraid, through MMLP2, through Revival, through Kamikaze, they've all gone platinum. Why is the man chasing clout? The man don't have to chase clout. Numbers don't lie. So, Nick Cannon's a bitch. That's why I'm gonna leave that
Numbers
on.
don't lie, and I'm gonna not finish that sentence.
Yeah, I bet you're not. But
I am 8 inches in girth.
Okay, buddy.
it's like
Circumference or diameter?
It's like fucking Family Guy. I have a 13-inch penis. But
That I do.
he's literally not winning the battle on any front, and Eminem's just gonna win by ignoring it. So more power to him.
Literally, all he has to do is just like brush it off. Because I guarantee Eminem's like, who the fuck is Nick Cannon?
Yeah, he's. I mean,
Oh no, everyone knows who Nick
you
Cannon
know,
is.
but back in the day, the beef wise, he knows who Nick Cannon is. But what Nick Cannon's done since then, he's probably like, who the fuck is this guy? He's done nothing.
I can't believe he's still employed by Nickelodeon.
I know. I can't either.
Like, how?
I thought it was his company. Or he was like involved in the ownership.
Just
somehow.
his name is Nick does not
Yeah.
mean no.
Actually,
Nickelodeon job.
No, that makes sense in my head. What are you talking about?
He might be right. He might be involved in some part ownership.
I think he's some part of the
Wouldn't shock
ownership
me.
or something like that. I don't know.
Look it up.
Because he's been involved with Nickelodeon since he was like young,
a wee lad.
like a young entrepreneur.
I mean, it's a good choice. It's Kids Network. It'll live forever.
And now he has a show on MTV.
Why can't we fucking own a television network, man?
Because we don't have the money to own a television network.
Dude, I could barely own a cheeseburger at this point. Like, you think I'm gonna own a TV network?
Can you fucking broadcast this on TV?
No, it would.
Just an
No
episode.
TV network would ever
You
take
get
us
41
3 idiots
minutes a
on.
day of us having to restart the camera 4 different times.
And saying the words penis over
Yeah,
and
and
over again.
penis.
Yeah, no, that's not going on national.
We'd have to be
television.
hosted somewhere on HBO so we can say fuck.
Uh-huh.
And the only place probably desperate enough to pick us up would be AMC. Fuck you, AMC.
Can you say fuck on AMC?
No,
No.
you can't.
Beep you, AMC.
I just don't like what they did to The Walking Dead. But I'm good. Anybody else got anything else?
Oh, I'm pretty solid, man.
I'm Gucci. Views Beyond the News.
That's an off the art.
We'll see you guys next week.
Hey, Christian, you recording this?
Yeah, I am.
All right, well, fuck off.